to the painting, obviously that means the doors and frames are going to be painted. And I talked to Momi, and she wants the hinges changed out to a different color and the doorknobs and stuff. But before I take any of these doors out, I'm going to check the doors and make sure they're opening and closing right, and they're not too close to the edge here. And see this one here, I see it's almost getting ready to rub. And so I'll go around and I'll on this particular door, I'm going to have to suck that hinge over, and that'll raise this up a little bit. And I know I got enough room there, and it will move this away from the door edge, from the jamb edge, you know. So I'll do stuff like that. I'm going to check every door in here. And in some areas, I've seen where the door is not closing all the way. Well, it is closing, but see, with this door closed, see how far the door is sticking out from the door jamb, and that's because, hey, you go in here. I know somebody changed out this door before, and they didn't do a very good job, because see, it's up tight. It's up tight to the door stop, okay? But over here, see how big the gap is? Look how big the gap is over here. But with this even being tight like that, the door is still sticking out of the wall a little bit. They didn't use the wrong door. This is an 1 3/8" door. See? Not an 1 3/4" door. But for some reason, they moved the door stop was pushed over too far. I don't have enough room for the whole door in here. This should be moved over a little bit, and it's about at the right place at the bottom. But I can see how this goes up at an angle. I don't know why they did that, but they did, and that's what's making that door stick out. So is that something I want to mess with? Yeah. I mean, I want this to be right. I don't want it to be sticking out like that and having this line there. I want everything to be like it's supposed to be. See down here, it's flush going straight across. Granted, this gap is too big. I'm going to have to put some shims behind that hinge, but I can do that later. The main things I want to do is to make sure I don't have to mess with anything. So see, with this, I'm going to have to take my sheetrock knife and score this, because this has been caulked on both sides. I'm going to score it, take out the caulking on here on both sides, and I'll take a hammer with a little 2x4 block and kind of tap it over, because it's only nailed with little brads or 4-penny nails. Okay, and I can start from here and go up, and I can measure. And see, this is supposed to be 1 3/8", and right now, look at that. It's only like 1 1/8". You see? And so this has to be moved over a quarter inch. So because I know that they've changed this door, they might have changed some other doors in here too. And I'll bet you they did throughout here, because I've noticed some other things are wrong with some of these doors, like this door over here. Look how big this gap is. You can pull the door right open. See? That's because this door latch isn't going in to the strike plate, and even if I raise it up, see, it's just not going, because it's not sticking out any further, and as I pull it just comes right out. And so see how big that gap is, and so I'll have to finagle things over and stuff, and I've looked upstairs. There's some other things wrong with some of those doors up there, and see how this door, look at this door, it's supposed to be flush. The door is supposed to be flush with the door jamb. Now look over here. See how the door jamb sticks out? My word, it sticks out about 5/16 of an inch. Do I want that? Now look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. The door comes out. It's sticking over 3/16 of an inch. And so I'm gonna have to mess with that. I'm gonna have to mess with that and see what I can do about adjusting the door stop. This is called a door stop, and it's just a separate piece of wood nailed over the top of this. So once I clean it out, yeah, it's gonna be a pain in my rear. I know it. Okay, but that's something that I don't want it to go in like that. I want it to be flush. And I don't think they did that because the door's warped. I have no idea if this door's warped or anything. I can check that after I get this readjusted, especially from here down. Remember, it's sticking out too far. I may have to even pull the whole door stop off. I don't know. Whatever I have to do. Now see, that's why I want to check all these things first before painting, you know? Oh, another day, another video. That's what I like to say. Now, what is our project today? I'm getting ready to paint inside this little condo. I'm going to be painting the ceiling, the walls, the baseboard, the doors and frames. And before I do that, what's one of the first things you've got to check? You've got to check and make sure none of the doors are rubbing on the edges of the door jambs. Generally, if this door is sagging, it's going to be pushed over and it's going to be rubbing over here. Like for instance, this front door. This front door, you see this? There's hardly any gap. And usually on metal front doors, this style is usually just straight and it's not beveled back at an angle. When you just close the door, do you see up there? Look at that. See how close that is? And you see right there? It's starting to rub just slightly, not very much, but once that sags a little bit more, it's gonna start hitting even more, okay? And I can fix that because I see how big of the gap there is over here at the hinge, and it's like that pretty much all the way down. And when I open this, see there's hardly any gap right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna suck these 3 hinges over a little bit, get myself a nice reveal over there. I'm gonna do that before I paint. I don't wanna paint first and then find out I've got to mess around with doors and everything, especially if they're getting ready to rub. I don't want to put another layer of paint on there and then say, oh, I'll just fix that later, and then have the door start rubbing or something. Okay, so I'm going to go around and check that, and I'm also gonna check some other things. Look at this door here. This goes into a little storage area. Okay, and I know somebody years ago replaced all these doors. Why do I know that? Because when you close this door here, and it closes like that, look up here. See how far this top dive bombs that way? It should be flush. And down here at the bottom, look how the door, this door edge is almost flush with the outside edge of the trim, and it's supposed to be flush with the door jamb. See, like that. It goes way out here and then it goes way in there. And more than likely, what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna just set you up here just for a minute. I'm gonna remove the door stop on the top and bottom, and then I'm gonna have to check this. And this door, probably when they installed it, maybe it was warped, and they thought, let's just go ahead and push the door stop over. So I'm holding my foot down at the bottom, and see, it's got some flex a little bit, which tells me I should be able to push in the bottom further. And if I move this door stop out, I'm going to be able to flex it. I may have to push hard on this door to get it closed, but I'm going to do a happy medium. I don't want it sticking in as far at the top, and I don't want it sticking out as far at the bottom. I don't know why. You know, I was looking at some other doors. Here's one in the bathroom. Same, well, not the same type of thing, but you see up here? Look, this door is closed, and granted, right now, this latch isn't even holding it. And the bottom of the door here, this edge, is flush with the door jamb. But when you go up here, look how far it's sticking out.